Good morning, everyone. So, it's extraordinary to see that you need an I to speak of ignorance or bondage, as you need an I to speak of freedom or enlightenment. So, it's already quite an heroic, unique experience to experience I am free. But probably if you take your spontaneous feeling, I am free for it, you may be surprised that it goes at some point because there is a I. So don't even feed I with anything. That I would call then to be freed from concepts, from whatever you can catch. Is there a I if you don't feed it? Tell me now. If you don't hook at anything. Is a search possible if one doesn't care about I? Is an accomplishment does it look real? I forgot my sentence, but I guess I wanted to say if there is no I. But paradoxically, very strangely enough, I just speak, but you can also speak. Huh? It's when you don't choose to search who I am or what's reality or what's the meaning of life. It comes to you. Nobody can impose that on you. It comes or not, and it doesn't matter. But if it is there, to hear about freedom, to hear about your real nature is a blessing, because it will eat away it will make disappear other ideas, other values that binds you. So paradoxically, happily, we have this idea of one day, once one can realize what is, or what is not, nobody can even describe it. But surely, that's why I started like this today. Don't make a landing place of having realized it. Because as I said, in that case it becomes a platform, it becomes something again. So just be vigilant. Is it not the mind which makes the difference between this and that? It works for the world, sure. But one doesn't need to be bound to the world. One can escape a split second, here and there. Nobody will see it. But you will know the difference. And don't make a something out of this split second, you see. It said that because when one speaks, he speaks with time. So it cannot be expressed how how to say that. Yeah, I have to speak with time. So how what doesn't fit concepts can suddenly be a fact for you. But don't even insist on that split second, because it's a split second when you don't expect it also. So it's for the sake of speaking. Don't expect a split second. Anyway, it's what cannot be described, but we all the time speak about, strangely enough, is always here. It's available. It's available when the mind doesn't get busy. And if your mind is busy, know it. It's enough. Now it's your turn. Can I have half empty? Otherwise I will jump. Where I... Yeah? Rishi. Rishi still speaks, my mamma. Tell me.
Is this vigilance just one side of the coin? Like,
No, it includes all the coins, all the sides. Why should it be one side?
because I would say that it appears I can not feed the thoughts. So I can say that there's moments when the thoughts are not fed,
Mm-hmm.
but that's it. I can't say.
Because your experience is based on, oh, suddenly I have no thought.
It seems like
It's too much. It's too much a thought. You can't help it comes, sure. The mind, you see, he will comment.
Yeah.
But you know, the knowledge of something is not the thing. Know that. So where are you? If the knowledge of a thing appears suddenly, even if it is a true knowledge, let's say direct knowledge.
What do you mean when you say knowledge of the thing?
Like that. Oh, now I don't have a thought, for example. Or, oh, I'm free. You see, it's a thought which comes after, because you lived something and immediately the mind comments. And of course, there will be knowledge there, self-knowledge. But in a way, it's still a trap if you are not vigilant to see, I'm not going there. I think this is called real renunciation if we want to take the words known, you see. Nothing else is renunciation. It is to renounce to the accomplishment you wanted so much and you directed all your life to get it. And suddenly it's there. Oh, I am free. I know myself. Wonderful. But let it pass as any other thought. That's vigilance. Is there any sides here? Tell me.
This all must be fed from an expectation. So I hear you over and over again that have no expectation, but
The mind has to expect. It's the way it works.
yeah,
You see? Sure. Sure, that's what I said in the beginning. It's great to have this expectation to finally be freed from the luggage we carry and which makes one suffer. But it's great at some point to hear also, oh, even that was a great story of the mind. So wherever you are in your experience, I think there is absolutely nothing wrong to keep that tool. It's not this, it's not that. Neti. You cannot be wrong then. You see, you are safe in a way. But then it's a very risky tool, uncompromising, because nothing escapes that. Or if you like, settle down somewhere, but then don't complain. You can sit. Yeah, is it something is solved or not? Come on.
and nothing is solved.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
it's interesting because it's like when you tell me things, it's almost like it's a takeaway, and I know that it's almost like I postpone. So I hear what you say, and it's like, oh right, yeah, okay. So I
Yeah,
take that away.
because you prefer the knowledge, the information. But you will never be satisfied with that. Maybe still you need to feed a bit more your luggage of self-inquiry, self-knowledge. Nothing wrong with that, because you know you cannot fake it. If it is not enough of troubles, if it is not enough of exploration or curiosity about it, you have to. You have to break your head. Only when you are exhausted, then you may, well, maybe it's time now to just give it up. So, but hurry up. I wish you before you die that it happens. You are young, but oops. You understand now why this is prolonged in you.
Well, from what you say, I'm not exhausted enough. It's not something that-
Yeah, but you are not shaken with this horrible news. You don't react.
But it's funny because it seems like I've been exhausted, I've been in despair many times.
But I tell you, Rishi, it's with you just now, because it's what you are. It is available. So here that you still, there is still an attraction more than this real thing to know about it. So you can be shaken just now. It is there. It is in everything, in every beings. We share the same.
You're saying not to look for it. It's not about looking.
It's about not to look to something else for just a moment. That's all. What? What happens to you? Tell me.
Say that again, what?
Huh?
I didn't hear you. What?
I say what happens to you. I said that. It's not to look to something else. It's not that you have to look at it. You can't. It is known. It is total, because you are it. And if you think you can look at it, you create again a witness, a looker, or whatever, I. So, it is not to look just for a moment, that it will never be long. Anyway, in time it will never look like long time. It's split second, doesn't matter. Not to look at something else.
I think that's what happens when you said that the attention goes to either the sensations in the body or
Madon, why you go back to the body?
I'm just saying what happens. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I just say it happens thousands of times, this thing. It's because you look at the sensations of the body. I say don't look at the thing. Who cares, even if it trembles, if it pains, if suddenly the Shakti comes. Leave it. Enough of experiences. It doesn't give me joy, peace. And it will play the trick. Every time. Something will appear which looks important. But just know it, I tell you. It's not that the mind disappears. The mind, till you, the last breath, the mind will appear, you see, and the body. But you may not be tyrannized by it just now. And the tyranny is that when something is presented, it looks very attractive more than to be freed from the tyranny, or it's so essential. It's finally I got it. Or things like that, you see. It's all the mind. And it tyrannizes you with presentation you like to get. And it will do its role. That's why you have to get, as I said often, a solid background. Oh yes, when all those things happen, for example, I heard. It's quick, it's not like slowly as I say, but immediately, as an automatism, because you have a good background, say, no, I don't go there, whatever it is. And then it is here. What is essential is here. It was always here. Yeah.
Yeah, when you talk about this, it makes also something in me now. Because this, I don't know how to say this. It is the whole time my mind busy with sensation, looking, feeling, this whole stuff. And then I see also immediately idea how it have to be this split second in this moment when you say this,
But then you delay like that, huh?
Yeah.
You don't allow the split second happening if you think of it.
But on the other level, it's also often that this moment of silence, it looks for me that I have this also often, that I don't jump. So it is already passing by and coming and going. But in the moment when we talk about this, what we talk now, to have no, this grabbing nothing and have no sensation, and I already, when I see something, or I have a sensation of my body, it is already the identification with the body, or what I'm seeing, the attraction. You talk about the attraction.
Yeah.
Because also wanting to see, wanting to listen, is it not also something?
Yeah, but you want to listen when you need. When you don't need, you may enjoy, or you don't listen and you are here still. Many, I think, they don't even know what I speak because they don't need anymore. You see, one has to be so honest with himself. Or you need to come to Satsang because actually you feel still there is something I don't know myself, or whatever, how you express it, doesn't matter. Okay, so you listen carefully, otherwise why to come? And what is said in Satsang are directions, directions to make you see that you have not to search, you have not to attain anything, it's just available, but probably you listen too much to your mind and that's why it doesn't look like. Okay? So, what I want, and then what? What was your question?
Was a little bit settled in my head.
Yeah, you said, yeah, and then you think of the split second.
Yeah, you was talking about.
But you see, satsang is not to think more, isn't it? So when you come here, you just try to be struck by a word or a silence or whatever. Because you come for that. Okay. So, good luck, huh? I mean... you have not to think, I mean.
Like this is the whole time, it's like in a bazaar. The whole time.
In a bazaar. But the satsang is not a bazaar. Bazaar with the shoes, you know very well. But you have your shoes with you, that's the trouble. Marrakesh Bazaar. Since years you come to satsang, what did you hear?
Me.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
I think there was only one stuff. One stuff which is not a stuff.
Huh? No, the main stuff, what I heard is the tools what you gave me. It's not land anywhere, and when I'm in stuff, then I take the tools out of the inquiry, and this I took with me, and it helps me a lot.
Yeah, but for example, what you bring this morning looks like maybe it's the first time you come to satsang.
Maybe.
Okay, doesn't matter. You have more difficulties because all those who work with therapy, they really mix satsang and therapy. Because in therapy, even if I misunderstand, but okay, doesn't matter, the focus is to be honest with what you feel. Here, you don't have to be honest with your mind. You don't have to trust your mind. Because otherwise, you stay in the mind. You don't give you the slightest chance to be freed from your mind. Huh? I should go also in therapy if I was all the time feeling, oh, I feel this and that, I am not yet fixed, I am wrong, I am this and that. I don't. Good luck for others, but I don't. It's more precious, I tell you. That's why, in a way, you have not attained anything, you see. You are not becoming a better being, but you freed yourself from this belief in the luggage you carry from birth. So it's a choice of what you want.
feel that this grabbing, need for grabbing comes from the need to sustain the person.
Sure, right.
And there's a big fear that if I don't grab anything, that who am I then? Yeah.
But you are already that.
Yes, yes. But
It doesn't need your effort of anything. It's because you must have probably this idea that if I don't grab, then my personality goes, and it's like dying or whatever, or disappearing, and then my boyfriend will not find me anymore, and those things. You know, this mind is so likes to tell stories. So they are stories. You are already what you search, actually. That your personality wants it or not. So it's not like disappearance of the personality, it's just the disappearance of the tyranny of the personality. It's very different.
because as long as I have the need to sustain the personality,
Then you are in the person.
then it tyrannizes me until that.
Yeah, of course. You are in the person. And a person is very greedy, you know. It eats all the time something. No problem. And that's why one, in the end, is unsatisfied or wants peace. So you have understood something. So you just drop all the imagination you have about disappearance. Know that this is the mind which wants to, it's part of the sustaining. It's the mind of my person who tells me story enough rational or enough strong so that I believe it. And then he's very happy, and then again you are unsatisfied. So just don't listen to it, even if it appears. So many clouds in the sky, not today, but so many clouds, you don't count every cloud. Let them, okay, clouds are there, shallow. For once. What disappears? My master was really in front of me, didn't disappear. And he had a strong personality, didn't disappear. Ideas. Ideas. Even the one who attained, oh no, I'm not a person, is a person. So, you know, it's of no use, all those experiences. They will come, they will appear. But don't identify with what appears. I mean, for once you say, no, not this. Even I'm not a person. Wow, great, fantastic. Just let it pass too. Then, how can you lose what remains? If everything which appears, you don't stick at it, what can you lose? Can you lose what remains? If you make a something, you will lose it. It's a something that you lose.
All those stories about myself from
Exactly, stories, yeah. Stories, buildings. How you say Skypers? Skypers. One earthquake, boom. And don't make now an idea of earthquake, please. Because it's like this that the fear builds. Huh? Oh, I heard the earthquake. Oh, horrible, I don't want an earthquake. Or whatever. The amazing thing, you see, it's that it's here. Where are you now? I speak to you. Where are you
I
now?
started to think, where am I?
Ah, you were well.
Huh?
Didn't look that you were freed from your mind. My question steered your mind, but you were already in your mind. But where? You see, try to be a bit more conscious that you always are in your mind, actually. And it's not necessary to always be in your mind. Mm.
You say, I'm always in the mind, and you say it's not necessary. And it looks like I'm not aware when I'm not in the mind, or am I always in the mind?
That's a mindfucker. You know, in fact, I think everybody, even from childhood, is freed from his mind, has moments of being freed from the mind. But it has not been somehow known. It has not been acknowledged, I don't know what to say, because even today the acknowledgement is one step too late. It's the mind which speaks. But at least we know today, because we hear again and again the direction of what is not graspable, that it is so precious, it is so valuable. You see, as a consequence, there is no more search except the search of surviving, living, whatever. But there is no ontological search. That's gone. What a relief. What a relief. So what? Yeah. So probably satsang or scriptures or whatever gives you the preciousness of it, shows you, you know, because of those moments, because of that everything arises, the world exists. Because of that you are at peace. Because of that you're not always somebody. What a blessing. So now you know that you are lucky. Lucky to have moments of, lucky to know what's the mind. So we all know that, all live that. So when the moment you know, oh, the preciousness of it, honor it. Means not that you are obliged to abide in it all the time and all that. This is also an idea. But honor it. Know that When you feel too much engaged and it's enough, it's enough. You can say it is enough, you see. And you know very well that the next second you are in yourself, as you always have been, but freed from the mind. It's very precious. I cannot say more. It's not an attainment, it's not realizing, it is to deeply know the preciousness of it. It has not to be realized, it's already there. And being there already, that you know it or not, doesn't make you a more selected being. It's there for everybody. Maybe that, again, I will speak of vigilance. Maybe, but it's a natural vigilance. Once, because you get so attracted not to fuck with that, you see. So you are vigilant. Okay, I can't help. I'm identified here and there, and doesn't matter anyway. Why to be afraid also of this manifestation? It comes from there. It's the same, actually. But I forgot. Anyway, you understood probably something. Yeah, vigilance. Not that you have to be vigilant. It's the attraction, the preciousness that is now obvious to you makes you naturally vigilant. Okay, I can't help, and anyway, you cannot control if you are identified or not. And those who think they can control, they fail anyway. But at some point, you always wake up, oh, it's enough. You are relieved. Any question? Clear. Sahajo? Okay.
What can I do?
What can you do? You don't need to follow that thought. And you? I forgot your name. I'm sorry because I never heard. Yeah. Liz. Okay, okay. L-I-Z. Okay, Liz. How are you? What's... Because you go, so don't go with a luggage. Hmm? What did you learn from here?
I have quite a strong identification of my stories. Who am I? Like this image.
Yeah, but what did you learn from here? That you came with that. So what did
Yeah,
you learn from here?
It's very nice to just let it go. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a good feeling.
yeah,
What a relief.
yeah. That direction. Very good. Excellent. Tell, no problem.
I seem to always go around in this mind and no mind.
But the no mind is just a thought. You are not in no mind. You are in your mind, no?
Yeah.
So as long as you are in your mind, you are not in no mind. You will see the tremendous difference, you know, to be in the mind thinking of no mind or mind, or to just be not in the mind. It's time to drop knowledge. You see, you have self-knowledge in the scriptures and all that, and they help tremendously up to up to the time till the moment you give up. And give up is not in the scriptures, it's not in the expression, even in Satsang. But all what you read and learn and experience is to bring you to this moment of let it go. All this for this. All those years and life for this split sec. Where are you, Sharda? In your mind.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't seem to know otherwise.
Huh?
I don't know anything else.
Yes, you know. Of course you know. When you sleep, where are you? Of course you know. You have not to do anything. Just know, oh, I am in my mind. Even if you repeat it thousands of times in one day, I tell you the next day there will be some relief because you will be so exhausted. Do that. Today from now, oh, I'm in my mind. Oh, I'm in my mind. Oh, I'm. And continue till you are fatigued, completely fatigued. Then tell me. The focus is not, you see, it's fatiguing to always look. Just remain from where you can look. But first look, be exhausted. Yeah?
Okay.
We have a contract. Never forget, it's not to attain anything different. It's just to be freed from. So just be aware that the peace is from where you can look. You have not to change anything. Probably the focus has to change, that's all. Or drop. The focus has to drop.
Ganga?
Yeah.
This observation has to come from within, but not through the eyes of the observator.
Ooh, wait. This observation has to come from within.
But not through the eyes of the observator.
But can you have an observation without an observer? Let it be out or let it be in? It's an outside landscape and then it becomes an inside landscape. But I is always there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the observer troubles now.
Yes.
It's an observer too much.
That's what I.
Just drop it.
That's what I feel.
Yeah, just drop it. Okay, I'm an observer, a thought. Not more than that. Where are you left? Don't think of it, but where you are left. So simple. Yeah.
I had a sentence.
What?
I had a sentence
Yeah.
which I noticed I was landing on it. It's kind of that I work so much these days and I took it as a sign of an achievement or something.
Yeah, it's an achievement for your life. Yeah, sure.
Yes. So it's
So excellent. Congratulations. And why you tell that sentence now? Because you thought it's because of...
because it's an achievement that I'm such a I'm achiever or something.
Yeah, it is an achievement. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You are no more a loser, you are an achiever, no? That's what I say, congratulations, it's good, I'm happy for you.
Yes.
But it has nothing to do with being freed from what? To believe you are only an achiever. You are also an achiever.
Yes.
And
Yes,
from
yes,
where
yes.
it rises, from
Yes.
where it could rise. Not so. That includes the achiever.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah.
Seems to be like some kind of tension or energy that always wants to go somewhere.
Don't look at it. No meaning. Past. Be present. Be present to yourself. Enough. Isn't it enough? It's one of those great blessings to be able to say enough. You know that you do that every night to go to sleep, but you don't express it, so you are not aware. Now you will be aware. It's because you say, enough, enough, let me sleep. The attraction is the sleep, is the where you will be just knocked out. No more with things, objects. Every day we have that moment, enough. So you can say enough at any time, in any state. What a blessing! The appearing life may not change much, but you follow enough. Who cares? The problem with spirituality, you see, is that they induce in you qualities which will spring out when you are yourself. Fake, lies. It may, but it's temporary like anything else. Don't wait for that. Tension, bliss, who cares? Don't be fooled by your mind. Okay? Everything is the expression of what you cannot speak about. Bliss is not a better expression. Everything is an expression of that. So enough of lies. Teachings of lies. Where are we? We suffer. We have attained something and crack 10 years later. No, enough. Enough. Unless you want that, then of course. But if you want to just be freed from the tyranny of the mind, I come back to that. Don't expect any effect. Even if some new ones come, doesn't matter. Don't expect that it means anything. Then you are freed. Yeah? for the floor. I strangled myself. I went beyond my limits. Ay, ay, ay. It doesn't mean anything. Any last minute? The train is going fast. Mm? No? Thank you. Thank you very much.